Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story, guys. We're in week 2 of the new GAC stuff, and so far I am 2-1 going into this match, so should be fun. Here's the situation. First, we're facing Charles Moncu from, I think, a French guild. Clan Mandalorian. He has significantly lower GP than I do, actually, so I didn't show that, but I want to make sure you guys understand that's part of it. You can see that I have a pretty distinct advantage in mods and in relics, pretty much everywhere. I have a pretty big advantage, a material advantage, absolutely. You can see my defense is here, folks, and there's this awkward thing where I have General Skywalker up top. Not really sure what's going on there. Otherwise, I like a lot of these teams. Geos are kind of just a throw-in, and I regret that. Geos should be generally on offense, I believe. But otherwise, you can see I even have my Bando team on defense. I haven't done that for a long time. My limited amount of scouting said that my opponent would only be placing 2 Galactic Legends, and so I was surprised when I discovered not only did they have Rey on the top front, along with a lot of really good defensive teams, they also placed Lord Vader and Jedi Master Kenobi, so 3 GLs in the front, and that immediately was going to put a lot of strain onto my own resources. So before we jump into the actual fighting, please, I would really appreciate, guys, if you liked, sub, and commented on this. We're trying to mount the algorithm, and we're getting there. We're getting close to 10K. It would be so exciting to get that by the end of the year. Do not think I'm going to get that, but it would be exciting nonetheless. So please, I would appreciate it, and you know, it's a free way to support the channel, etc. That being said, let's jump into the actual fighting, shall we? Whoa, madness. We're here. Let's do this. So, I started off against their Darth Revan team, but it's Maul Lead. And so we're using General Grievous here. This is a counter to the team that is, I don't know, it's starting to be more and more well known, but you can see it gets dicey a lot. We have a lot of debuffs. They're way faster than us, way better in a lot of ways. And so the idea is B2 is just going to try to dispel things. Unfortunately, we got dazed, even though I have a ton of tenacity on this team, tons of it. It's relatively frustrating that happened, but you know, we can just keep going. The second we can hit someone other than Malak, we're going to start doing that because we don't want to get feared. We don't want to live in fear. And one thing that I kept living in fear of here that I forgot about is normally I'm like worried. I'm terrified, in fact, living in fear of them getting me down to 50% health and then Darth Revan putting Death Mark on Grievous and finishing me. But remember, this is actually that's not actually possible because we have Maul as the lead, Darth Maul as the lead instead. So we're good-ish. Decided to try to kill Malak first there, apparently, and you know, we're getting there. We're kind of getting there. Remember, we can use B1 to heal people who have protection down, or who have protection off, even if they have shock. He can heal protection. He just can't heal health. So, anyways, we got the 68 there, and apparently, oh yes, I'm trying to do all the math here, trying to figure out exactly what it is. So, normally, like 75 would be a good score here. So really it's -7. It would have been like a 53 back in the day, back when we had simpler scoring. Now, here's where things get a little complex, guys. We have Supreme Leader Kylo, and I didn't bring a 5th because he only has a Relic 7 Lord Vader, and so we're putting the Dispel tech on Kylo, and then we're going to put the healing tech onto Daka here as soon as we can. And then Watt can just die if he wants. And none of these guys had super high relics. I mean, some of them did. Like, I think Maul was relic 8. You guys can go back and look. I don't remember. But we're just trying to get it to the point where, you know, we kill everyone but Lord Vader, and then we just work him down because Supreme Leader Kylo has boosted his offense so much. And, you know, this is Darth Vader here. That Darth Vader doesn't really do that much to prevent the Supreme Leader Kylo counter, but we need to do this in order to make sure that this way we can use Jedi Master Luke to counter his Kenobi, and, you know, we should be good. It's a pretty slim margin. He's got Rey on defense. We can use Sith Eternal. I've got all the right teams here, and, you know, I'm feeling pretty good at this point. You know, we just keep going. We've spent a minute and a half, and no one's dead yet, of course. So it's just a slow-moving counter. It's like if we could guarantee a win. Maybe not like guarantee it, but we could do a pretty good job of getting a win. A lot of times, if we could get like 7 minutes on the clock, if they should give us 7 minutes for this specific counter. Now, it would be an interesting feature actually in GAC to give like one fight a little extra clock. You know, kind of like phone a friend sort of a feature. You can use it one time. You could, you know, use one of your feats or something like that. It'd be interesting. Anyways, we're still moving along. We've already killed about 3 minutes, and no one's dead yet. Which, I mean, that happens with this counter. Frankly, that's just the nature of it. We got to keep going. And so, one thing I did decide to do here was I wanted to dispel all the nonsense, put a stun on Royal Guard so that when I popped my feet, I'd be able to hit a guy who was stunned and be able to increase my mastery that much more for a little bit at least, because he's 2-turn stunned. And 2-turn stunned, and so that's what we're going for. You know, they killed Watt here, and we only have a minute and a half, but things are starting to look up apparently. So, I mean, it's not really. I need to find some way to get more offense is what I need to do on Kylo. So we've got a minute left, and okay, we didn't crit there. And I guess we could put the feet up, pop the feet, and we actually summoned Watt, which is actually bad. Like, we revived him. It's nice for banners if we can win, but otherwise, we don't have a lot of time left. And so we did get a crit on Vader there. And then we can't quite seal the deal here, guys. He does the AoE. We have 30 seconds left, and I'm feeling pretty frantic. Watt's gone again. He's just kicked off again, and it's just like, dear Lord, we can't do it. We've got 15 seconds left. Can we finish it in heroic fashion like we did last time? And he's only Relic 7, guys. Relic 7 Vader, and I'm apparently, I put it on auto, wasn't enough. Apparently missing something. I failed again on this counter, and that hurts us, right? That's a materially hurts us. Now, this is a counter that I've used a lot in Arena. So I'm like, okay, we can do this. We can absolutely do this. However, one thing to look for, guys, watch Jedi Knight Anakin here, because I've never faced this in Arena during my Arena climb. It's never really happened that I've come across this. And so, I mean, Jedi Knight Anakin obviously fits in decently well with Kenobi. There's no question of that. But what really messed with me here, see, we mark Cat here. We mark Cat, and you know, we can get all the debuffs on. Unfortunately, Kenobi did not get ability block on him. And so, here's the thing. Anakin is out of his stun that we put him in. And so, we put Cat into 50%, and Anakin goes and explodes Jedi Revan. And now, we're trying to kill Cat again. Cat keeps going over the 50% health mark, and so every time we keep hitting Cat, Anakin keeps taking turns, and obviously, I mean, Jedi Knight Luke just died, and I'm like, man, okay, if I could just kill Cat, then maybe we could clean this up. But we just, like, I mean, once again, we get her below that 50% mark, we can't even target Cat anymore. I'm like, okay, well, we'll try to get this, whatever, the ultimate, and it's just not enough. We can't do it, guys. Really frustrating. We just can't do it. Anakin once again kills Hoda with his AoE, and we just have to back out. So well, I lost that because Anakin. I wasn't paying attention to Anakin. I'm gonna have to practice that counter. That was a really strong team with Anakin on it. I was very impressed. Hadn't seen it before. Probably something you can counter in the high-end like territory war matches, but I don't see those very often. So I mean, that's the first time I've seen that. And at this point, I don't have a thing that can clean Kenobi up. I just don't. That took me by total surprise, and I don't have something that can clean it up. We can clean up that Lord Vader, but Kenobi, we didn't kill anyone. So we're just gotta figure out a counter to that. That was a very interesting thing to encounter. So we're using Sith Eternal here against Rey, and what we really wanted to avoid, guys, just to be clear on what's happening. I took Shore Trooper. We could have brought any dark side tank actually if we wanted to, but we need we need armor. Armor is a necessity here because Rey is going to be keep getting boosted offense from armor. Not from armor, sorry. She's going to keep getting boosted offense from her from the turn meter gains that we're going to be getting from Sith Eternal. And so the other piece of it, though, beyond that, is Finn is 340 speed, so that makes him 370 speed under Rey, and he's going to hand the turn to Poe immediately, and Poe is going to stun someone, probably going to target Armorer, so we need a pre-taunt for that to happen. Now, a pre-taunt would have worked just to have Sith Eternal do the link and to force that taunt, but otherwise, that's about it. You know, I took Shore because he's easier, or he lives easier here. So armor can die as long as you get those 2 stacks on. You don't need a third in this match particularly. Like against some people, like against Kenobi, for instance, you need that 3rd stack for Sith Eternal, but you don't necessarily need it here. So anyways, we go into our ult, and you'll note that I put the link on just Finn and Rey, so we still have some guys we can leech some protection off of, and we're just kind of gonna take our time, is the idea here. So, you know, Rey does her ultimate, kills Shore Trooper, which is fine, and you know, it took the brunt off of the damage on Sith Eternal, and now we're just going to link Holdo. She has the most protection, and yeah, I mean, this is pretty standard. We'll just wait, try to get some of this bonus protection off of Rey sometimes, or get some debuffs on people. Wait until we get our next ult, because she's going to get her ult, and we're at 50% health right here, and yeah, so to get Holdo, and now we just keep going. Just keep going, get that link back on, so that we can take a double turn to regenerate some of our health. And I mean, really, just play the long game if you can, if that's possible. And eventually we can take these guys out. Rey's gonna get her 3rd ultimate here pretty soon if I don't get another turn here. She got her turn before me, so we can just keep going though. Just keep going. Gets her ult, gets us back into 50%, getting the yellow, whatever you want to call it. And now I just want to get some protection back because this is rough. Life is hard, guys. Life is very hard, and we just didn't want to get a whirlwinded from Rey or something like that. So, yeah, got the kill. And then what I decided was, I mean, we should be pinching banners regardless, right? Like we can kill them at any time. Because we have Link, we can just fry them. But the idea is, can we heal all of our health and protection? And I actually did. Yay, we got our banners back, and you know, that's why you play the long game with Sith Eternal against that. So now we're gonna use, I posted this on YouTube, I think yesterday, so you guys might have already seen it, but we're using Commander Luke against Grievous, and people kept asking me, like, why do you want tenacity on Chewie? And this is one of the reasons. We don't want target lock on the team. We don't have a way to dispel target lock, and target lock means that we can't assist while we're, or we can't counter while we're target locked against Grievous. So the idea is, of course, just to try to snipe Grievous out if we can, or we could just be more straightforward about it and take him out. I mean, really, that's what this is all amounted to anyways, is just do it. I mean, I think this is mostly an unoptimized way of playing, to be honest, but we're, you know, basically you just kill whoever you can. I took out BB-8 first because BB-8 is obnoxious there, makes the team really fast, and otherwise, just keep going. follow the counters, and you'll be good. Now we're going to use dash here. Relic 5 dash, and use it on this crew team. This crew team isn't anything special, but honestly, I just didn't have anything that I felt like was going to do that well. There's a Nute team we could take out. We could take out a few different things, but there's not. I mean, this dash team is a lot of fun. It's not going to beat Kenobi. It's not going to beat anything too crazy. So, I mean, really, maybe I should have tried against like Traya or something. I don't know what we'd do. We'd hurt ourselves quite a bit by trying to assist. That's for sure. But you know, and then the Annihilate would make Vander's revives not as good. So maybe not that much. But I mean, really, this is fine. Watch Vander's damage here, guys. Just takes crew out. I was wondering if I was gonna have to just ramp up my damage from YOLO, but I decided to try. So at this point we've failed a couple times. We're not clearing, probably not gonna have a really great outcome. So I decided let's try using our Bad Batch here. Just see if we can take these guys out. And so we're getting kind of close. We killed their Sith Empire Trooper, whatever. So now I'm not doing any damage to Nihilus, or at least it doesn't feel like it. And now they dispelled everything. They all took a turn, and now we can't do damage. And we also, because they put their whatever it's called from Traya, the Isolate, onto Wrecker. We also just can't gain any of that protection or that defense up to get us true damage. Well, we can a little bit, because whenever Echo goes, he can hand it to one person at random. But as it stands, I'm like, I don't think we're gonna survive this. I can't kill Nihilus. We need to, so let's take out Scion if we can. Let's take out Scion, because at least then the Triumvirate will be split up, and we can maybe, you know, come back and try to finish this team off. And honestly, maybe some of my moves are unoptimized here. I was probably feeling a slight bit tilty, to be honest. I was really trying to avoid tilt, frankly. But I mean, I think in hindsight, you just can't really expect not to be on tilt after a string of failures like that, like the ones I had, you know, undergone, experienced, whatever. And so maybe I should have been trying to kill Sidious or something here, because Nihilus is just like, he already killed Echo and stuff. You know, we're just failing. Echo can't give us defense up. Wrecker can't give us defense up, and so we can't do true damage. And it's just a big fat mess, folks. I thought maybe this would work, but I mean, I did tell people, I was like, this might just be a huge fail. I'm not sure. I probably should have tried to do more damage to Traya here or something. I was like, oh, let's see if we can do that. Try to get defense down on everyone, but of course we're isolated still. And yeah, so this is fun, right? You guys are having fun. Are you not entertained? Dear Lord, guys. All kinds of fun. Now you can tell why I was speculating on what I should have done with Dash, right? So, I got 2 banners. It's going to be so weird to get used to that. Jeez. So, alright, so we're going to go clean up Lord Vader here, because we get more banners this way. Anyways, we need to do a cleanup, and so Troopers are probably the best available, because I need Bounty Hunters to take out a Nute team in the bottom zone, and you know, because the Nute team had Nest in it. So we got 40 banners. So we only dropped 1, I believe, the way it works, because we only got 1. We got 1 banner for Lord Vader there. Okay, so this is super overkill, super duper overkill. We have Zam with the Zeta here, and one thing I'm learning is, I mean, probably the Zam Zeta works just fine against Darth Revan, but I keep not seeing Darth Revan. Like, people just want him for offense these days, and that's fine. I guess I understand that. It's just kind of sad, because I want to use Bounty Hunters against Darth Revan. So, anyways, we're we're just using Aurra Lead with Zam, and it's, you know, everyone does extra damage. We just totally destroyed that, what was it, L3? So decided to try stunning Jango here, because we want to kill Nest first, because Nest can steal the most banners. We're still trying to be disciplined here and get as many kills as we can, get as many banners as we can. So yeah, can't hurt Jango yet. He just took his turn. Now hopefully we can get another stun on him, but that's deflected or failed, resisted. So I keep calling Aurra to fish for stuns. Not working. So we're just going to keep trying to stun him there. Finally stunned him. So proof that we can stun Jango even though he is in vulnerability mode. And so we could kill Nute. We could kill Jango. He's available for death. Zam does a lot of damage when there are thermals there. And honestly, it's just fun to see the bounty hunters just do crazy damage with this team now that we have Zam on it, boosting them in a big way. So got the kill there. Can't kill that Kenobi, so we got rid of that team. And now decided to try. Everyone wanted to see it. They wanted to see Kyle KATARN against Traya. And if you understand how Mothra works, every time versus Traya is the one who every time you make an out-of-turn move or attack, then she penalizes you in the form of losing a certain percent of your health, max health. And so I decided, I mean, we gotta take her out. Someone donated because I was feeling gloomy here, I think. Or maybe I made a good joke. There's an equal chance. But we're on the brink of disaster here. Either of these guys do an AoE and the whole team dies. But you can see, like, we have a pretty sealed turn meter loop. We have to target Sidious first, though, because he's the one with the AoE available, because Nihilus already used his when the first start. So look at this, folks. Look at the health. And I mean, I got 0 banners for health, 0 banners for protection, and then it was my second attempt. So you really can't get much worse than this. Pretty terrible banners. But I mean, yeah, really, this was a pretty abysmal offensive round. It wasn't pretty by any stretch. So, you know, the fact that we had like 200 people watching was maybe a little embarrassing, but what's a man to do? I mean, if your counter fails, it happens. It just happens. So of course he has Executor in the back, and so we gotta deal with it using our Malevolence fleet first. Of course, we try to kill either. I mean, we try to get a one shot here, but if we can kill either Razor Crest or Xanadu Blood to start with, then it's mostly successful. So the first RNG piece was who were they gonna kill first? Who were they gonna target first? They killed the Vulture, which is like the second best, and then the second part of the RNG, second and third part, is will Spy come in and target Xanadu Blood with the bonus? And the fact was yes, and then will the Spy's big hit actually connect? And that was an also yes. So we've had okay RNG here so far. Trying to decide what to do, because Razor Crest is untouched, and remember, you have to kill Razor Crest twice essentially. You see that little shield looking buff there? You have to kill Razor Crest twice. So anyways, we're just plinking away, essentially just waiting for the ultimate if we can. So now we'll get this young fellow in, and yeah, we can do a double tap there, try to get some turn meter for everyone, and yeah, now of course Houndstooth has damage immunity or buff immunity, and so what I decided to do, okay, we've got Spy here. Let's call everyone to assist. We did some damage to his protection, and so let's see how much we can do. Let's keep going. I don't want to dispel Houndstooth, though. I don't want to get rid of his taunt, because then we have to hit Slave 1. Instead, if we can kill Houndstooth, then the rest of the fight is going to be way easier, right? I mean, he's a really good tank. Obviously, not necessarily working perfectly, but we did get the ult finally. Didn't hit Houndstooth, but now it doesn't have protection, so we don't have to worry about it. And maybe with the soldier we can take Houndstooth out. Yeah, so we got him out, and now it's like, okay, who else can we take out? Oh, you know, maybe the IG 2000, maybe not. We took one of the lives off of Razor Crest, and then they killed our capital ship. And that's basically it. I mean, we killed Houndstooth out from under him. That was kind of a random kill, but we did get a kill. Now we're going to go and take out this Executrix team first. So you do the wiggle with the Falcon first here, in this case, because they can get their AoE ability block here. And if Falcon had assisted right there, we would have killed their bomber right away anyways. But you can see the Executrix did not connect with the Falcon, but now they dispelled me, and we can't do the wiggle, which is unfortunate, but we can kind of get there. You'll see the method to the madness. Now we finally got another turn with it after we did the wiggle, and yeah, so only one of us is on, one of them was on fire now, and hopefully we can just take out the Vader's ship, which we could, and then there, of course, Executor, the menace. Not Executor, the Menace Marauder is here, and we gotta take him out because everyone's gonna be dazed, and of course rebels don't like to be dazed, and you know, no one likes to be dazed, I guess. I suppose that's the truth. Gotta heal Biston here, and we're gonna keep going. Here's the problem though. Of course, Shuttle is healing the Sith bomber because it's Sith, I think that's why it is. One way or another, the Shuttle is making that Sith bomber crazy tough to kill, and so you know, we get the Y-wing in, and hopefully we can just take him out now-ish. I don't know, it's looking gross again because Executrix has a pretty strong ultimate as well. So finally got him out, and now we can really start working on these guys. Shuttle finally dies, Shuttle Tiderian, and yeah. I mean, Reaper's not going to save him, and we got, what, that's like a 60, that's a 66, I believe, actually. I managed, it looked like a fiasco a few times, but then I ended up getting good banners. So now we've got to finish off their Executor, and Executrix dead, Executor here, and so I took Sunfac. I was like, oh, this will be cool. We'll take Sunfac, and then we'll take all of their damage, and we'll still have a tank left, and that was false, apparently, but he did take the brunt of the damage. Of course, Imperial or whatever, Kylo Shuttle died like a dog, and it's looking like a dog's dinner here, actually. But Silencer is still alive, so that's nice. We've got a couple TIE fighters, and I was trying to figure out which one. We want the Special Forces one so that he can call an assist on the Silencer. So we got another kill, and now it's only Razor Crest left, and we're gonna be good to go, right? Right. Hopefully, we'll be good. Yeah, just gotta take him out. Take him out. Come on now, take him out. Oh, killed another TIE fighter. Just more banners lost. At this point, I just didn't care. Probably should have taken Radis, to be honest. So, pretty bad banners. Like, inefficient, and I couldn't clear my opponent. This is pretty bad results, guys. Like, one of the worst, honestly. It's kind of embarrassing. It happens, obviously. So, okay, let's move to the final results. I started playing a different video. Sorry about that for a sec. So, he did end up... He one-shot my Lord Vader, and he one-shot my Kenobi. So, I don't know what he did. He did something fancy, clearly, and then he didn't touch my Rey. He got one-shots on everything, including Executor. So that's frustrating. Nothing in his GAC past has shown anything close to this level of skill. So either someone played for him, or he just had this transcendent moment. I don't know. I need to change my account name is what I really need to do, because I feel like people are starting to play... Again, whatever. I don't need to accuse anyone. So, final thoughts, guys. I don't... That sounded like excuse making. I'm not making excuses. Good job to my opponent. For serious. For real. You know, good game. You outplayed me. Unfortunately, I just couldn't hack. Couldn't handle it. So, final thoughts. I need more experience against Lord Vader. Clearly, I'm missing something. Some important element. I need a 5th character that's going to materially aid me. Something like that. Second, Jedi Knight Anakin on the Kenobi team is actually really good. I was super impressed, and he's affordable. You can do it. You can add him because Padme isn't a thing anymore. You don't need her on the team anymore. So I'm gonna try that soon as well. And then Traya's still good, guys. Don't sleep on Traya. Like, literally or figuratively, she's still really good, and with Talon, she's going to be even better. So, gonna call it good here, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails. Even when we lose, we're gonna learn, right? Take care.